G'day. And welcome to Thfc Till I Die, your home of Tottenham, past, present, and really, really exciting, sad future. As today, Harry Kane could leave us. Well, he might do, he might not, but the way things are, it looks as though we've got the very latest on the Kane news, we've got the latest Spurs Daily news, and also we're going to touch on more about this in the podcast with me and Philip later about a transfer fee between PSG and Real Madrid. And it got me thinking about transfer fees of the past. So I'm going to bring that up later. I found the top 10 transfers from 1902 to now. And these are the British transfer records. So the biggest one for me was 198 million Neymar, I think, from Barcelona to PSG. Mm-hmm. That's just mind-boggling. But anyway, Philip, how are you? You're ever hopeful Spurs fan? Are you looking forward to the Ange train leaving White Hart Lane tomorrow?
Well, let's just say I think he's been stoking the engine for a while now, but he might actually be leaving the platform tomorrow. I'm really. I'll see he's at Lord's today, watching the Aussies demolish England in the Test match. Sorry, Ellie, but he's ready to go tomorrow. Great to see it.
Yeah, and Ellie, look, which country are you today? I mean, you're the UN. Really, of Thfc Till I Die. You like the UN, you like to support other little countries around the world. So where are you laying your hat today?
Well,
and how are you, by the way?
I'm always an England fan. I'm fine, thank you, until you said that. But I'm always an England fan first and foremost, right? And then because I've got my Greek roots, I've got a root for Greece and Cyprus. And then I've got you two fellas. I love you because you're Ireland, and I love the Irish anyway. I've always had.
Can I just say your application for
Irish as well?
Yeah, well, your application for Irish citizenship has been turned down. Because you support the Greeks. That's why, because Greece beat us, so we've turned it down on that.
Yeah. But, all right, I'll disown the Greek bit then, and I'll just go to Cyprus.
Okay. Oh, welcome to being an Irish citizen, Ellie. Yeah. Welcome, congratulations. Right. Yeah. Shall we see who's in the chat quickly before we start cracking on? We've got Carl Simpson. Afternoon, guys. Hello, everyone in the chat.
Okay.
We've got FTSM Column. Big up, Column. Oh. Afternoon, all.
Afternoon.
Afternoon, Spurs fans and Column. Hope you're all well.
Yeah.
we might bring Column to be a Spurs fan. We might bring him into the light, from the dark side. We'll work on him. Might take us a while. We might get there. We've got Jim Boxwell, Spurs Till I Die. Hi, Philip and Derm, and all my fellow Spurs lovers.
Hi, Jim.
He says in Ange we trust.
Hi,
certainly.
Yeah.
And we're doing a debate show tomorrow night. Are we all ready for Ange's revolution? I am.
Yep.
I'm really looking forward to it. Andrew Gregory, good afternoon, everyone. We've got Dragon D's Nuts.
G'day.
I love that name. I actually love that. It's the best one. He says, g'day. We've got Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs. Afternoon, everyone. Okay. Coys. We've got Paul Connor. Big up, Paul. He says, afternoon. We've got tequila. I've got a shrimp on the barbie if anyone wants one. Just leave the tequila in the line for me and Philip, and we big around tequila, and Ellie can have the shrimp. And we've got Terry Terry Powell's afternoon all. Who else is coming in? We've got Peter Spellbound. Hi all. Think there will be a surprising signing that no one knew about. Big up all Flat Cat Pete. Enjoyed the stream.
I've got a theory about that as well. I'm kind of thinking something on the same lines as Pete. I'll tell you in a minute.
I am.
Yeah.
I think, I am too. I don't know who you're thinking of, Philip, but that'd be something we could get into.
I hope it's Gennaro.
No. Ellie, have you been on the tequila already?
Midfielders.
I think Ellie's been on the tequila already. And we've got Mia. Big up, Mia. I hope you're doing all right. She's good day. Everyone get over to Spurs Between the Lines if you can. And also get over to Kate's channel, Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs as well. Show them loads of support. Mia says, Bonza, mate, it's Friday. Yeah, it certainly is. We've got Drula in as well. Big up Drula. We've got Ollie in. Kane saga still ongoing. Hope not so hot like yesterday.
No.
Oh.
We've cooled down a bit.
Yeah, we threw some water over us.
Yeah, we've got Tequila 198 million pocket change to me.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Fancy sponsoring the channel, Tequila, and chuck a few 100 million our way. We wouldn't say no. We've got back. I actually quite like that pod.
Podders.
I like
Podders.
I like.
Good, isn't it?
Thought of Villa and Newcastle and fans force a rivalry against us.
They finish ahead of us once in that 100 years, and suddenly they're bigger than us, you know.
Yeah.
LMAO says reports saying Tottenham will auto reject any bid for Kane. Reports also say that
Levy, I take it.
Levy will not let Kane and will try to tie him down on a new contract. Look,
I heard that word for ages.
Yeah. Look, I'm going to have my say in that in a minute, so we'll get on to that. Ellie, as part of the Irish board, your application has been reconsidered and denied until you announce your allegiance to Ireland 100%. Well, there you go, Ellie. This is your chance.
My sister-in-law.
Now, this is your chance. Ellie, this is your chance. Do you 100% support Ireland for go England, Greece, everywhere, become an Irish citizen? This is your chance.
The straight answer to that is no.
No.
Well, there you go. Then you're not allowed in the country. I don't know how you got in the last time, but you're not coming in again.
In the back door.
Did you? Well, that's been firmly shut. We've got Simon Cohen, we've got football and boxing, Coys. We've got Ben Kaufman. Hello, everyone. Sonny for captain. Big up, Ben. I hope you're doing well. And everyone get over to Ben's coffee shop. The next time I'm in England, Ben, I'm definitely come to your coffee shop. You got to make me a mean cappuccino. Definitely, you got to make me a mean one.
It's delicious.
Yeah. I never said it was in pounds, sterling, says Tequila. Well, we'll take anything, pounds, dollars, Deutschmarks, Monopoly money.
Zambian kwacha.
Yeah, exactly, anything. Tequila, England, mate, north of London, about 40 miles, you. We're more than 40 miles, but there you go. We've got Mia going, no, don't do it. Really good afternoon, Hog God 10. Right, well, who else? And I think that's about it. He says apparently Zan, yeah, I'm hearing that as well, but I'm not sort of confirming it. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Should we crack on with this? We've got some breaking Kane news, so I will play the breaking news. Yeah. Now, we always have a daily Kane news, don't we, Philip? We're starting the newspaper.
Yeah.
Kane Daily News. Well, this is the very, very latest. A reported 98 million euro plus add-ons will be the next amount offered to Spurs from Bayern Munich, which is around 84.2 million. The add-ons will take it to 100 million pounds. If this bid is rumoured to go ahead and rejected by Levy, Bayern will walk away. But, so quickly, what do you say on that, guys? And look, 84.2 million pounds with add-ons takes it up to 100 million. Is this a too good offer to turn down?
I think so. I think so. I don't want him to accept it, but looking at the purely cold heart light of the day, financially doing things the right way. Today is the 30th of June, right?
Yeah.
If we don't sell Harry Kane this summer and he doesn't sign a new contract, exactly 1 year from today, he walks away from the club and he can go wherever he wants. Manchester United, Manchester City, wherever he wants. At least now we've got some control of keeping him away from other Premiership clubs and also getting a shitload of money, pardon the expression, in to buy other players with. So, Harry, we love you to bits, man, but I think the time has come to pass, that he has to go. Not have to go, but probably will go.
Yeah. Ellie, if you were Daniel Levy, what would you be saying to Bayern Munich? This bid can go in tonight or sometime over the weekend, I'm hearing. So it hasn't gone in yet, but this is what they're going to put in. Is this too much money to turn down?
I don't know. I'm in two minds because I love Harry Kane and I love what he can bring to our team. And now we've got Maddison. It doesn't make any sense to sell him because we're going to have a fantastic season if he stays. And we had a few more centre backs to that and a couple more. we've got a nucleus of a fantastic side, and like with Ange monitoring everything, and getting everybody up to scratch with the way he plays, I just think we've got an exciting season ahead of us, and it'd be such a shame to lose him, because we didn't make Champions League, and we have to make it this time, and we can claw that money back with him.
But it got me thinking of back in the 80s when we nearly had Gaza, Waddle, and Lineker in that Tottenham side before we sold Chris Waddle to bring Gary Lineker in from Barcelona. Look, for me, I agree with Philip. I think this is going to be too good to turn down this deal.
But do you know what could be totally Spursy about this whole thing? We sell Harry Kane now, and we win a couple of trophies next season when he's gone. It would just be typical Tottenham, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You know?
Look, look, is it worth having an unhappy player in the camp? If Levy is turning down all these bids, right, and this is a very good bid, have we got an unhappy player in the camp, and will that sort of unstable that what Angie's trying to build at Tottenham?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look at the way Harry more or less down tools a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
after the Man City thing, and I think if Ange Postecoglou is having a word in Daniel Levy's ear here, and he's saying, listen, I want 100% commitment from every single player in that squad next season, and if Harry Kane is going to be got a push on him because we didn't let him go, I don't want it. I'd rather let him go and get the money in than have an unhappy player. So I can see some very hard decisions being made. They'll not be popular, but it's a business transaction as well as a sporting one. And as I said, I don't want him going for free next season and coming back and destroying us in the Premiership. So and I hate to say it, but I think the time has come.
Yeah, Ellie, look, you want Kane to stay, but look, no player's bigger than the club. No. Glenn Hoddle wasn't bigger than us, and he left us. Gaza as well left us. Gary Lineker left us. Teddy Sheringham left us. Look, we've had big players, and even Jimmy Greaves left us. Big players have left us in the past, and we've always gone on to rebuild and become big again. But look at his age, Ellie. He's 29 or 30 now. He's coming he's probably just coming to the end of his peak of his career, or coming into, well, do you know what I mean? In the middle of his peak of his powers. Is it time to give Harry what he wants? Just let him go, let him win these trophies, and then buy him back and let him finish off his career at Tottenham? Or is it worth keeping an unhappy Harry Kane in the team? As Philip said, he down tools when he didn't get the Man City move, and having that disruption in the locker room. Is it worth that? And like Jimmy Greaves didn't want to leave, as God 10 said.
No, he didn't. No.
Is it worth it though, Ellie? Is it worth the hassle?
Do you know what though? If you look at what that season, right, he scored 17 goals that season when he was unhappy, and then he came back and scored 32, I think, this season. So he can recover. I think a lot of players get unhappy at clubs, but they still stay, like I said yesterday. But it all depends what he sees as Spurs' future. If he sees a light at the end of the tunnel and he can see some movement, and he has a chat with Ange, and he has a chat with all the other players, he might change his mind. I don't like to keep an unhappy player. I really don't. But if we could cheer him up a bit and say, look, if we give, I think that what Philip said was very poignant yesterday. Make him an offer. This is what we're offering you. Yes or no?
Well, we have made them an offer. We've made them a $400,000 a week offer, 2-year contract for $400,000 a week.
Oh,
I didn't know the amount. I didn't know it was that. I knew there was a 2-year contract.
I got told last night it was $400,000 a week he's been offered on a 2-year contract.
Well, that's very hard to turn down. I don't think even Bayern Munich are paying that much.
Is.
You know.
Look, I'm not saying he's unhappy in general, but he seems. It's the problem is with Harry Kane. Nobody's come out from his camp and said, "This is, I want to stay or I want to go." We know he put in a transfer request, which was rejected. We know that. Now, he wouldn't have put in a transfer request if he didn't want to leave the club.
Yeah.
Now, has he seen too many false dawns before? And maybe he says, look, I've seen this before. I want to go. But do you just take the money now and run? Or do you say to him, look, Levy's got to say either if he rejects it, you're staying, sign the contract. This is what has Levy got to play hardball now with him?
Levy's going to make a rod for his own back here because he said he's not accepting any offer under any circumstances. Right now, 100 million offer comes in. It's going to be very hard for him to turn around. And do you know what all that's going to do then? It's going to put more pressure on Levy from the fans because you told us you weren't going to sell Harry Kane, and he's turned around and sold him without realizing the reality if he doesn't sell him and he goes for nothing next year. But one thing I will say is this: you made a very good point there about players leaving Spurs and whatever. There's a Shakespearean quote that I always think about, and it's called, I don't know what play it's from, but the quote is, "The king is dead, long live the king." Someone else will come along and pick up the mantle that Harry Kane has invented. So it'd be an absolute horrible day for Spurs when he leaves. But we have to look to the future. We have a new manager. We've got some great new players coming in. And a new dawn is beginning at Tottenham. If Harry Kane wants to be part of it, great, lovely, sign your contract. But if he doesn't, I don't want an unhappy player at the club. And neither does Ange Postecoglou.
No. And Antoine, Kate, we did say on the stream a while back that he did have a transfer request, and that's the source we have is very connected with the club. So that's what we got told. So I know you probably said every expert, and they have always said he has not and would not do that. But I've heard we've heard from within the club that he has. So I will stand by that. I do understand what you're saying, but I will say that. But look, let's go through some of the comments here. Kate says, I do not believe for a second he's put in a transfer request. I've listened to every expert, and all they have said that he's not and he would not do that, but he has. He's exploring his options and praying for Man United or other Premier League top club going from. He will not be going. No,
he won't be sold to another Premier League. There will be an absolute riot. The stadium will be burnt to the ground by the fans if he did that.
Yeah, it's around. I read that as well. I got told it was 400 grand.
I heard 300. I heard 300.
Yeah, maybe you're right. But I was told it was.
I think that's what they said. They should make him an offer of 300 grand a week and then put the ball back in his court.
Yeah. Rob Belcher said, correct. Bill Nick told him to go to West Ham. That's true. He actually got a phone call at home.
He did.
That was shocking.
Yeah.
To the end of his tether with Jimmy.
He was only 29. He was only 29 when that happened. Yeah.
It was all the background stuff that was happening, I think.
Who says he's unhappy? He has a beautiful family, new house to look forward to, a new era coming to the mighty Spurs. What's there not to be happy about?
Brought up whispering in his ear every 5 minutes.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Philip, do you want to go? I've just got some news coming in. Do you want to take the chat over?
Yeah, okay.
From here, from Kate here.
I'll just go down
from Mohammed up here and just go down from there. I don't think I've missed anyone else. You can go up and down. I've just got some news coming in. So
I'm just bringing up the news. I'm bringing up the comments here. I'm way behind on them here. I'm seeing where are we, Mohammed? Nice.
Yeah. Just scroll up and you'll find it.
Yeah, I wasn't keeping them going here. And let's see. Sorry about this.
What are you trying to do, Philip?
I'm trying. No, see, my computer doesn't scroll the comments down. I have to go down and try and get them.
I can do it for you.
Can you do it?
Yeah, I'll read them out, Ellie, if you can bring them up.
Yeah,
no, it's okay. I'm back now.
You're back now. All right.
Okay.
I actually go on to Ellie for a minute because I want to get this in.
Okay, if we sell Kane, we could get some funds rather than losing him for free. It's time he wins some trophies to improve his reputation. I honestly don't think Harry Kane has to improve his reputation. I think his reputation is stellar at the moment. He's a leading England goal scorer, leading Spurs goal scorer, put individual records to beat the band, and very few players will ever reach the heights that he's reached. And the only thing that's missing is a trophy. So, but his reputation is absolutely okay. Half the England fans hate him for some reason, and I can never get my head around that. If Harry Kane was Irish, there'd be statues of him all over Dublin.
Yeah, definitely.
But the Liverpool fans hate him because he's supposed to have dived at Anfield once. And the Arsenal fans hate him for obvious reasons, So over here, he'd be an absolute god.
He's a god with the Spurs fans. That's what
he is. Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
There you go. There's the next one.
And denial. Where's denial anyway? What part of
I'm always in denial. I'm a woman.
Carl Simpson, Kane wouldn't be unhappy at the end of next season. It's sorted either way. Yeah. Well, but He will hard. I reckon it's all done verbally. Well, that could be. That could well be. You know.
And then we've got Gico 1972. It's all down to Kane at the end of the day, and it's true that is down to him at the end of the day. If he wants to go, then let him go, including the buyback clause. Now that's
there'd have to be a buyback clause in. Yeah,
Yeah.
have to be. Yeah.
We did that with Teddy Sheringham, didn't we?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Right now, I'm not going to bring this up, but I'm actually being told that Bayern are ready to move on. If this bid doesn't get accepted, they're ready to move on. It looks more like Kane will be staying at Spurs next season. It's believed that he wants to see if the Ange project works and may be tempted to sign a new contract.
Yeah, well, that's what I've been saying. If he hasn't met Ange Postecoglou yet, he doesn't know what he's missing. If he meets Ange and doesn't like what he hears, then fair enough, that's grand. But I've got the feeling Ange Postecoglou going to knock the socks off Harry Kane with his plans. You heard what he said to James Maddison. He said, whether you come here or not, James, you're going to see a totally different Tottenham team next season. And that's the best quote of the summer for me so far.
Yeah. And by the looks of it, things are, yes, they are shifting their attention to Victor Osimhen. The big thing is the choices. Kane has spoken to his family and his partner doesn't want to doesn't want to move.
She's 6 months pregnant, so I can understand that.
It's a big
just looking, James Maddison's partner looks like she's ready to drop her twins.
Yeah.
So I hope it doesn't happen during the pre-season tour.
Oh no.
Now,
they're all coming bleary-eyed.
Now, this has blown my mind completely.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, right. We'll get back to the comments in a minute. And Real Madrid are reportedly gathering funds. Don't know where they're gathering it from. Probably
behind every couch in Madrid, there's the fans then looking for €2.
Yeah, they're ultras.
I'm planning their bid for Mbappe. The rumored amount will be 250 million upfront, with around 50 million in add-ons, which would take the deal to a whopping 300 million. The add-ons would be down to him helping them secure the league title, UEFA Champions League, and becoming a Ballon d'Or winner. No, not a bidding yet, but Madrid are preparing.
Wow.
Boy, that is ridiculous.
Now, it is. I mean, I'd love to know what people think in the comment about this. I mean, for me, it's just 300 million. I mean, it's just unreal, isn't it?
Nobody is worth that money. I don't care how good they are. It's just crazy. And all it's doing is it's driving up every other player's value will go up 10% on the back of this deal, because the agents could say, if they can make that sort of money, I can make it on my clients as well. It's going to ruin football. It's absolutely going to ruin it. And the fact is, I don't know if Real Madrid have done their homework on this guy, but he's an ego-driven twat, would be my best way of putting it. Brilliant footballer, but he wants total control over everything. He really wants to pick the team on the Saturday. That's how much that guy's got an ego. So if they want to buy him, fair enough. But you know what will happen if they do buy him? They'll sell Vinicius Jr. because they can't have the two of them in the one team.
No. And and what I'm also hearing, if he goes to Madrid, PSG then will come in for Harry Kane and then offer Tottenham what they want. I mean, that's what I'm hearing, and that's what I was told. So, I can't see him going to Madrid, PSG myself personally. I don't think he wants to go there.
I think he'd be mad going there. If he goes to Madrid, Bayern Munich, yes, good, sensible, well-run team. PSG, ego-driven shit show. That's what that is.
But look, it got me thinking about transfers over the past, say, 100 years. And I found this, right? This is the British transfer landmarks. Now, in 1893, a Willie Groves, don't know where he went to, somebody paid £100 for him.
Wow.
Which was a lot of money in them days. Then in 1905, Alf Common, £1,000.
There's one missing off that, Dermot. There's one missing. Huh? Jimmy Greaves, 99,999 is missing off that.
But it did. Yeah, but these are the transfer landmarks. So it
with 96. But that was a landmark. That was 1961.
Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah. I'm only saying.
I know. But Dennis Law then became the first £100,000 player.
Yeah.
115. Trevor Francis become the first £1 million player.
Yeah.
But sorry, do you want to take over, Philip? There for a minute.
Trevor Francis 1.18. Andy Cole then 95, 7 million. Alan Shearer the following year doubled it to 15 million.
Yeah.
Then a 6-year gap for Rio Ferdinand, 29.1 million. this one I can't get my head around. Andy Carroll, 36 million for a donkey.
What a
My
waste
God.
of money.
Jesus. And then Fernando Torres, 50, and then Angel Di Maria, 59. So
He was like Angel Di Maria.
Andy Carroll, 36 million. I mean, his agent must have been laughing all the way to the bank when he saw that one coming.
I mean, these were British transfer landmarks. I know what you're saying about Jimmy Greaves. I know what you're saying, Philip.
Yeah, no, he didn't want to be the first £100,000 player. So
that's the point that Dennis Law has actually and that was from Man City to Torino.
Whereas Jimmy was from
AC Milan to
Tottenham.
Played for Man United and Man City, Dennis Law.
He did. He actually
relegated them. He relegated United.
He did.
Back heel in the net.
And didn't just stood there. Poor fellow was gutted, I think.
Yeah, he was. Look, Alan Shearer, 15 million, and now we're looking at a 300 million transfer.
Yeah.
I mean, it is mad. It really is mad. We're going to go through the chat again because everyone says, Jazz Fusion says, saw Trevor Francis play in the States years ago. That was an impressive cat.
He's a good player. He played for Birmingham City, so initially he was a good player, yeah.
Carl Simpson, where is Bale?
Yeah, that's another one that could be on the list as well,
you
know.
Yeah, we've got Mr. E. He says £1 short of 100,000. Did they save money for a loaf of bread and butter and a pint of milk?
Yeah, no, he didn't want the stigma of being the first £100,000 player on his shoulders.
Yeah,
Jimmy didn't mind. He came along in his first match and scored a hat trick
against Blackpool, wasn't it?
Blackpool, yeah.
Jimmy Greaves said something funny on a podcast. He said about Trevor Francis. He didn't rate him. He goes, "What a waste of money that was."
Yeah, but he actually scored a winning goal in the European Cup final for Nottingham Forest in '79.
Yeah. So talking a waste of money, did anybody read the quote from Ibrahimovic today?
No.
The story. This is very funny. I'm going to take a second to tell it. He was playing for Manchester United, and they went on an away game, right? And he was in the hotel the night before the match, and he was thirsty, so he picked a bottle of orange juice out of the mini bar, right? So when he got his wage packet at the end of that month, they deducted £1 from it. I was told that was for the orange juice in the mini bar.
Oh my God! I would give it to him free and give him loads of other stuff.
He says, I was on a work trip and I wouldn't be dehydrated. I'll be dehydrated if I hadn't drunk it, you know. I'm sure he was £1 short of 300,000 that week.
He didn't miss it, did he?
Yeah. It's madness. It is madness.
Yeah, it is.
Madness, yeah.
And especially as Real Madrid were, well, I won't say they haven't got a pot to piss in, but they nearly broke there a while ago. And like, I know they're backed by the government or whatever, supposed to be backed by the government and the Spanish royal family, but UEFA's got to be looking at that to see where the money's coming from.
Yeah, it is. We've got Spurs 72 afternoon. Dermot, Philip, and Ellie need some mature Spurs talk in my life.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not mature. I don't think Ellie's mature. Maybe Philip's. Maybe you're the mature one in the outfit, Philip.
No way. No way.
We're not mature. We're all a bunch of scallywags. That's what we are. FFP doesn't hold its water in Spain. I see. No, it doesn't. This was brilliant, Philip. I creased.
Yeah, that's
300 million for a player. No player is bigger than the club. No, it isn't.
Mbappe thinks he's bigger than everybody.
Yeah. The Madrid bid is on the basis of what is happening in Saudi. Club's value will increase dramatically and players' value will increase. If Kane signs, he'll be worth 250 million, in my opinion.
Well,
in Saudi, is that?
Saudi,
yeah.
I mean, the Saudi football stuff. I mean, that is driving up transfer. Transfer things at the moment. It really is. We've got Val Taylor. More will be clear tomorrow onwards. Yeah. It does not. Those two clubs tell Thfc where to get off.
UEFA.
Yeah, Jed Spence totally pocketed Mbappe about 8 weeks ago.
He did, right? He did actually. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Kate says Kane was signed, no ifs and no buts. Look, Kane, we can look. I'm going to put this out here. We can only report to you what's given to us. We, as a channel, and as Spurs fans, we're not being paid by anyone. We're not being paid by any news organisations or anything. We'll report to you what's given to us by our sources and by people that we read in the press, the same as you do. We don't we haven't. Do you know we don't do we only go by what's given to us, and we feel as that we're right to give it to you, to pass it on to you, the information we get. And look, everyone has opinions. Everyone has different football opinions. Everyone has different opinions on where Kane will go. And Kane will stay. But look, we can only do what we do, and we try to do our best. And I know it doesn't help us. Ellie's pussycat's swinging the tail behind her. Looks like Ellie's got a tail.
Yeah, I am a
And look, we
pussycat.
can only do what we can do. And you know, we have to see what's happening. We can only give what we can give. And
let's see if it pans out. That's all we can do.
yeah, that's all we can do. What's breaking today? I'll give you the latest airtel. The news is coming out of Germany that reported 98 million euro bid plus add-ons will be the next amount offered to Spurs from Bayern Munich, which is around 84.2 million. The add-ons will take it to 100 million Great British pounds. If this bid is rumored, goes ahead and rejected by Levy, Bayern will walk away.
Yeah.
So that's the latest on that. Look, now Galatasaray, he was in London this week, apparently, Philip. Looking for Zanola and Nelson. That deal could be coming through as well.
Bring us a bit of Turkish delight.
Yeah. So what's you thinking on that now, Philip? What's you thinking on that?
Yeah, I mean, that Nelson guy, Nelson was mentioned a few weeks ago and kind of dropped off the radar a little bit, you know. But yeah, I mean, decent player, and shouldn't cost a fortune either. You know, I mean, it should be well within our budget. And I'll tell you what, another thing I'm just thinking on, this just hit me today. I didn't realize, but Wilfried Zaha is a free agent at midnight tonight. And I think he would be worth a punt. I would take him.
Really?
I would take him. Yeah, I would. Up to now, I've been very iffy about him, but I think Wilfried Zaha and James Maddison could be a very potent attacking midfield for Tottenham. But then again, maybe someone at West Ham will probably snap him up or something like that. But I think Zaha has struggled. He's always flattered to nearly got there and has never quite done it. And I think going to a team like Tottenham, he could just do it. But we'll see.
Gary Becks, it's an opinion. Paid journos don't know the difference. The difference is your opinion on this channel comes from Support Spurs. Do you want to read this one out, Philip?
It's an opinion. Paid journos don't know the difference. What the difference is? Your opinion on this channel comes from Support Spurs point of view, whereas the journos couldn't give a shit. My sentiments exactly, Gary. Absolutely spot on. Journalists sit there on a Friday evening and say, "Oh, geez, not much happened today, lads. Who will make up a story about it now? Tottenham. We haven't done them for the last 2 hours."
Yeah.
You know, they do Spurs a bad time on this. You know, so yeah. Whereas the likes of Alistair Gold and guys like that are close to the club, I'd look at their stuff quicker than reading the Daily Mail or the Express or the Sun, because they only make stuff up.
And that's what we try to do. We try to give a balanced view on this channel, don't we? Yeah. We always do. We always try to give a balanced view, and that's all we can do. So, but I appreciate your comment and I appreciate what you're saying. It's very kind of you to say that.
And also, Dermot, you're very trusting of the person that gives you the information. It's good to have that trust between the person who gives you the information, because you know they would have researched it really properly.
I've said it before. I stand by my source. I stand by the man that gives us news. I stand by him completely. And I trust everything he says. So, look, it is what it is. But thank you very much, Gary. It's very kind of you to say that, and a very, very nice comment. I don't take compliments very well, but as a channel, we all say thank you.
No, that was nicely put, Gary. Well done.
Nice.
Yeah. Toxic Headshot. Hi, guys. Darren said Zaha's the top player. Oh, do you know what? I don't know.
I don't know. It's a long shot. It just hit me today. Why not?
I'm just thinking about the watch long we did with Palace.
Yeah,
we did the Palace. He's disciplined. He's got all the skill. His discipline's a bit suspect.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, he gets in a bit of an argy-bargy. Remember when he sort of tassled with Tanganga? He's done that many a time. He's got a bit of a loose nut in his head sometimes, but you can't doubt his skill. And he can bring goals. One thing for sure.
It'd certainly be really coming out of nowhere if the Spurs were to sign him, you know.
Yeah.
But then again, if he is talking going to Saudi Arabia, we probably couldn't match his wages.
No.
It just
But,
depends what ambition he has left in his game.
Yeah.
If he has any ambition left, he won't go to Saudi.
No, he went to Man United and he didn't succeed under Ferguson. So that
But that's 7 or 8 years ago. That's 7 or 8 years ago. Like he's matured a bit since then, you know.
Has he? Well, you weren't saying that when we did the watch along.
Yeah. Now, come on, Dermot. You said it's about opinions. Now I'm going to give him mine. All right.
It's in the heat of the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the heat of the moment. You know, I hate every player that plays against Spurs, not just Zaha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind you, we were both slagging him off at the time as well.
We were right enough. Yeah, give you that.
Yeah.
But Zaha's a great player from Julep, but I don't think he fits our DNA.
Maybe
But
not.
you know
Maybe
what?
not.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's one of those ones you're on the fence with it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. And he's quite old as well.
Yeah, Colin says you guys take Sancho. We'll have a second go with Zaha.
No thanks. No,
thanks.
We'll pass on that one.
Carl's saying, of course, Dermot stands by his source with the name which rhymes with Spaniel beef.
Lovely.
That is a good one,
Lovely.
actually.
Oh, that's a cracker,
That is a cracker.
Oh my God.
Now, I actually agree with Hasper here. Big up Hasper TV. Hope you're doing all right, sir. I actually agree with him.
I'd agree. But Barnes is going to cost 50 million. Zaha's going to cost nothing. That's the difference, you know.
Jim's saying every journal reports something different. Ange and Kane would have spoken by now, and I think they have spoken by now.
They have to have something has to be given there
by now. No way Ange will wait for Harry to come back on the 12th of July. The club know what's happening with Kane. Yeah, they do. Says it does.
If they mightn't have met in person, but they certainly talked on the phone.
It's like a closed shop at Spurs, isn't it? You don't get much coming out of the commercial side or anybody at the club. You know, they don't spill the beans. They keep it all in house.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and then we've got Stuart saying, I don't want to sign him. This is about Sancho, but every window for a couple of years we've been linked with Traore. I believe he's also a free agent for midnight. Please tell me they wouldn't.
Oh, talk with the original upper blind alley boy. Yeah. Speed to burn, but no end result. That's his problem. Except when he plays against Spurs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Even though I love Jacob, I think because Jacob loves him. But no, he won't bring anything to our team, will he?
Dermot has got one of the Batman red phones underneath the Cockerel clock.
You said it.
You said it right.
Well done, Dermot.
I actually caught it about a couple of minutes and I was ready for it. So I was ready for it this time. Yeah, I do actually have one. Yeah. Philip is Robin. Ellie's Catwoman. I'm Batman. Yeah, we have a secret Spurs layer that we go
into. You're the David Jason version of Batman, are you?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
I love that.
I am.
Does that mean you're Rodney?
Oh yeah, must be. Or no, Dave. I'm Dave.
Jazz Fusion claps in special Spaniel Beaver. I love that. Get in. She said, Julia like that. What's the latest on the two centre backs? Well, the latest is that guys, the Tap Sober talks have cooled off for now, and it's becoming increasingly annoying to Daniel Levy that talk about the price they're talking about. So look, we can praise him for what he's done so far, getting deals over the line quickly, guys.
Yeah.
Is this going to be one that could drag on through the transfer window, do you think?
No, I think we'll move somewhere else. He can't afford that. He's got to make a decision on this soon and move on to Amanda Nielsen or whatever from Galatasaray, or wherever he's from. I don't think so. I think Daniel has got the message. You can't hang around this stage. You've got to move.
Yeah.
Strike while the iron's hot.
And we've got Dermot. I'm proud of you. You passed the exam. I should come back with a new ploy of the Cockerel cock. Bollocks. Another day.
Oh dear.
Even Colin says, yes, Dermot, you said the Cockerel clock correctly.
He's
All that
actually
hard
the other
work
one.
has gone. All that hard work's gone down the window.
Do you know something, I've got a great name for our podcast. The Cockerel Clock Podcast.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I do. You
Yeah.
know what? I think
that'd be a
that's
great one.
Yeah, I think so.
Carl
The
Simpson
Cockerel
should
Clock.
be on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Cockerel Clock
He should
Podcast.
be on it.
Cockerel Cock Clock.
No,
will
it's
be back.
Cockerel. Geez, you have me at it now.
Cockerel
Cockerel Clock. Cockerel Clock.
Cockerel Clock.
I get you at it. I'll get you two saying it in a minute. Ellie, look, talks have now started to cool off. Do we walk away from this deal, or do we just give them what they want?
I just feel if they can go back in with a revised offer and try one more time, because clubs do that, don't they? They give a revised offer, and then if they don't accept it, then walk away. We've got other options as well in the bag that we're looking at. So it's not as if we haven't got them. So all I want is to make sure we get a couple of centre backs and another. I want an experienced centre back as well. The whole team. I don't want just two youngsters. I want us to go for a really experienced centre back.
Yeah, I think what they need to do is drop a hint to Tapsoba's agent. We're looking elsewhere, Sunshine.
If you are enjoying this and you are enjoying the banter I have, me and Ellie and Philip have, it's been a while since we've done a stream, the three of us by ourselves, so really enjoying it. Please hit a like button, hit the subscription button as well, as we're on the march to 2K. We want to get there before the middle of next season. So let's get there. We are 1,380 at the moment. Let's get to 1,500 before the start of the season. That's our next milestone. And then we'll get to the 2K before the middle of the season. If you want to become a member, you can, because we are good. As from next week, the podcasts are going to be for members only. So please get your memberships to $2.99. If you do that, you come on, and we're going to invite members onto the podcast as well, and sort of make it a members podcast fan show. People come on and give their views on Tottenham and where they're going. And we're going to do a few member shows as well, and a members fan show. We're going to do a members come on, talk about your life supporting Tottenham, like a life story. So that's just for members. So get your memberships, $2.99. $4.99, cheaper than Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Disney Plus. You get more for your buck with us than you do with them. And also, if you want to jump ahead of the chat, it is jumping. Please put it into a super chat. I know it's tough out there, and we do try to bring up everyone's questions and comments. Sometimes the comments do get very busy, so we try to bring up everyone's. But if you want to jump ahead to making super chat now, very quickly, Philip, we got this shirt that we're going to give away. This signed Emerson Royal shirt.
Emerson Royal shirt.
This has not come from the back of Dale Boy's van or from Rodney round the corner or Boise's car lot. This is a genuine 100% pucker Real McCoy shirt that's been signed by Emerson Royal. So if you want to go to the first game on the 6th of August with Emerson Royal on your back, you can enter it. What is the question? Mia's this week.
Mia's question this week is, what was the name of the, and I put this in inverted commas, song that Glenn Hoddle and Chris Waddle sang on Top of the Pops in 1987?
Now, Philip, can you put that in the chat for us, that question?
Yep.
And then how can you enter, Ellie?
You can enter by doing a £2 super chat with the answer. And we'll write down all the names and you'll be entered for the shirt. And it's all for a good cause. It's for charity. And I think we picked one, haven't we? We picked one and we're going to pick another. The Cancer Research for Ireland is one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other one we haven't decided yet, but I believe. Gentlemen.
And also on Mia's as well. Anyone, when we do joint streams with Mia, anyone that gets a patron of Mia's channel as well will be entered into the competition as well. And as we always do, the funniest one will get in for free. So the funniest comment of the song will get in for free, but to enter it, you have to do it as a €2 super chat. It doesn't, as Philip, do you want to explain what's happening with all that as well with the super chats?
Yeah, well, the super chat is €2, £2, $2, 2 yen, 2 drachma, whatever you want to send in on a super chat with the answer. or the funniest answer. And then we've actually the numbers are building up lovely on this now. We're going to raise a nice little bit of money for the charity. So the draw will be done. We have another chip question coming from next week. It's Ellie's question next week.
Yeah.
And then at the end of that, we'll do the draw live on TV, if you like. And the money will be paid over and the receipt broadcast on the channel to show that it's all been done and dusted. And,
maybe at the end of the show, if Mia can pop on, just explain about her patrons, and you can do it through that way as well. We've got a few here, guys. We've got Batman's Tights by Mr. EE.
Yeah.
We Are the Champions. That's a good
hopefully,
one.
Hopefully.
It said Northern Lights.
Near enough.
Stuart says My Own Man Was a Dustman.
Yeah, it's Lonnie Donegan song. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And Mia said, hold on, it was smash hit. It was a smash hit, wasn't it?
It was. I don't know how the hell it was, but it was. Yeah. If you notice, I've got the word "song" in inverted commas on the banner.
Yeah, I did notice that, Philip. Was the name? Yeah, I have. Yeah.
You have to put Glenn double N, Glenn Hoddle.
Oh yeah, well anyway.
It's all right. We'll let you off.
It was that crap of a song. We're not even going to call them proper Glenn Hoddle.
No.
He doesn't want to be
recognized. It's like the guy who can pass a young guy playing the violin.
I love Colin.
And he says, "What song are you singing?" I love the song. It makes me think of home. Oh yeah. So this other fellow walks by and he starts crying his eyes out, and he says, "You sentimental?" No. I'm a music lover.
Steve D, big up Steve. He said Diamond Mullets.
Yeah, enough. Yeah.
Mullets.
Kate saying hair today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
Carl saying the answer is hit me with your rhythm stick. FC Column said the song was Love Under the Cockerel Clock. Right. Yeah. Right. Okay then, Philip. Well, listen, we are going to end it there. Well, listen, me and Ellie will go on for another few minutes, Philip, because I know you have to
go to a funeral, so I have to go off to one. So, listen, it's been great fun, lads, and
when are we on again, Philip?
Tonight.
Tonight,
8 o'clock. What we're talking about? Do you want to give people a bit what a podcast is
we'll
about?
be talking about James Maddison. We'll be talking about the week at Spurs. What's happened? What hasn't. Probably touch on the Mbappe thing again. We'll be looking at Manchester City's latest misdeeds, and we'll have maybe just a general chat of what's been going on in the world for the last week or so. Let's face it, we could end up talking about anything.
Yeah, they're good fun. These podcasts we do, aren't we?
They are. Yeah, they are. I mean, long as you don't take us too seriously, or easily offended.
Yeah.
If you're easily offended, I'd stay away. But I don't think any of our guys are easily offended. Wouldn't want to be with some of the comments we get on here.
Right,
anyway.
Philip, before you go, I've got the very, very breaking news on Harry Kane. So I'm going to bring you this now. And this is 100% confirmed, 100% accurate, 100% right. So I will hit that. Where's that?
Okay.
Where's the... Oh, sorry.
Keep us in suspense.
Yeah.
Come on.
Where is it now? Where's the... Here we go. We're going to hit that. We're going to hit that, and we're going to hit that. Now, this is 100% confirmed. I'm going to bring this up. See, Philip is doing the drum roll. Right, this is 100% confirmed. As it stands right now, Kane is staying at Tottenham Hotspur.
Right,
Kane will not be leaving in this summer transfer window. So
the right now bit just it concerns me a little bit. Could it change tomorrow again?
Yeah, but that is the very latest.
That's fair enough. There must have been an offer made to him. He must have made a contract offer to him.
Yeah. So that is the latest. Paul Pablo said he's staying for this week.
yeah. I'll tell you though, if you look at it, look at that forward line we've got now: Son, Kane, Kulusevski, and Maddison. There ain't a better one than that in the Premiership.
And then you've got little Porro as well, who can score
exactly, you. He's actually signing tomorrow.
Yeah,
he's signing tomorrow. So Porro tomorrow.
Football Unboxing says sign the deal. Then that means nothing. Yeah.
Yeah,
but look, we're going to end it off here and there on that bit of breaking news. Me and Philip will be back later with the podcast at 8 o'clock.
9
Well,
o'clock.
we'll go more into this more Kane news.
9 o'clock, Dermot. 9 o'clock.
Oh, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, if you don't mind. You don't mind.
No, that's okay. We're back at 9.
Yeah.
Me and Philip will be on. We're gonna have a bit of fun at the end. For the last 15 minutes of the podcast, we're gonna go into conspiracy mode. So, in the comments, put in what you want us to talk about. Right?
Keep it clean.
Now,
keep it clean.
Keep it clean. Now, I want to talk about the moon landing.
Yeah.
And guys, come up with one. Let us know in the comments, or let us know in the. Andrew Gregory put Kane and staying to Dermot's next transfer run. Yeah, let us know in the comments below what you want us to talk about in the podcast.
Right.
And the last 15 minutes, we're going to put it out there, music. But I want to do a conspiracy one, so we're going to pick 2.
Well, if that's the case, then if there's going to be conspiracy theories, I have to mention my favorite subject,
which is
Donald Trump.
Fair enough. That's where we're going.
Be warned.
Yeah, but that's the last 15 minutes of the show.
Yeah.
Up to that, we're going to do fully on Tottenham, fully on Gary. Look, they're coming in now. How did the pyramids get built?
Yeah.
COVID, was it deliberate?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, according to Donald Trump, everything was deliberate.
And just a word of warning: if you're a Donald Trump fan, please don't watch tonight. You might not like what you're going to hear.
Lee Richards, who killed Diana?
Yeah. Right, I need to go. I'm being shouted at here.
Okay.
So, okay.
I like this one. You go, Philip. Me and Ellie will.
Right.
We'll
See you later, lads.
Okay.
See you
at 9,
Philip.
Philip. Bye. Right. I'll bring Philip out there. Before we go, we've got conspiracy. JFK more than one shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually heard of that. Actually. Here's one conspiracy. Kane managed to manage Spurs next season.
Kanye West.
Yeah. Now, Eddie,
Oh,
when are you on next? And you're on with Kate, I think.
Yes, I'm on with Kate. I phoned her this afternoon, and we've agreed we're doing a show on Canada, how they made the World Cup, and we're going to be highlighting our fantastic defender Shalina Sadorski, amongst other things. And did you know that I won't give her name, but the Canadian manager is English? There you go. Yeah.
Well, have you now at the end of this show, Ellie, putting your allegiance 100% to Ireland?
No.
Would you do 80%?
I'll do 20%.
No. If you do 45%,
we'll ticket.
No. If you do 45%, we'll let you in for half price.
All right, I'll go 45%. There you go.
Yeah.
Because I've got an Irish sister-in-law, like I'll keep on harping on about.
There
so we've been infiltrated by the Irish in the Greek community.
Yeah. But anyway, Kate, can you send Ellie your link and your logo so I can put it on the thumbnail for you as well? So I can redo that Sunday. And then is Kate going to join you for all the breakfast shows, Ellie, for the time being?
I hope so. I'm going to talk to her about that later. I hope she can. You know, she's got her own show as well, but we're going to help her along, you know, so get her more.
Well, I tell you what, we're seeing can we get you and Kate on the debate show tomorrow night for the answer. So, Kate, if you can let Ellie know if that's all right.
Yeah,
we've got a few more here. Michael McDonald, Rangers to challenge Celtic for the championship next season. It could happen, people. No, it won't, because the Rangers will not win a game. I am sorry.
Well, we're Celtic on this channel, aren't we?
I'm happy to do that, Ellie, and works for brilliant. That's great. Look, we like to help little channels on the way. We always do, because we were one ourselves once, not so long ago. So, Paul Connor, news can't get any better if you're telling me. Yep, that is true. I got more on that breaking news, actually, Ellie. A new contract offered to Kane. He will have a face-to-face with Ange, and then he would choose to sign or not sign the contract. So that is the very latest.
Yeah. If he signs a contract, does it actually say how long for?
It's a 2-year contract to 2027, worth 300 to 400 grand a week.
That's worth. Come on, keep him. I want to keep Kane, because we've always sold our best players, and it's done to the detriment of our club. Look, we haven't won anything. One in 23. Come on, we're Spurs. We've got to win things. Come on.
Ellie is an honorary Irish. Yeah, she is. She's a bit like Jack Charlton in a way.
And also, I've done a whole programme on the Irish ladies in green. If anybody wants to
actually.
tune in,
Well, I tell you what, Ellie, you've been clamoring for this. Shall I end the show with the Irish
yes,
World Cup song?
yes.
So, okay, I'll do that. We're back tonight at 9, me and Philip, and then tomorrow we're on at 9 as well with me, Philip, Ellie, and Kate and maybe Mia will join us as well for the debate show.
Be great.
And so that tomorrow, and then I think we're on Sunday afternoon or Sunday late afternoon with a bit of an update show, and then of course we're back Monday with Newsbeat and Transfer Talk, and then everything next week. So listen, I hope you've had all a lovely week. If you can join us tonight, enjoy your Friday evening. We are back tonight at 9. Whatever you do, come on, you Spurs. Come on, you girls in green.
In Ange we trust.
In Ange we trust.
And
what?
And the Irish.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Started out with Sweden, the world's number 2. An unlucky own goal was the difference of us two. Katie McCabe's efforts and Lucy Quinn's strike couldn't find the net, but they really tried that night. Tyler was electric and the fans were filled with pride to see the girls in green put up such a good fight. We are the fighting Irish, we will never be put down. We're a part of Vera's army and we'll sing it loud and proud. We are the fighting Irish, we will never be put down. We're a part of Vera's army and we'll win it loud and proud. They flew across to Finland to secure 3 points, with Connolly's free kick putting us in front. The game was then level and that was no surprise, with Brosnan on her toes, diving left and right. The game was not over, we responded instantly, with O'Sullivan's header giving us the victory. We are the fighting Irish, we will never be put down. We're a part of Vera's army and we'll sing it loud and proud. We are the fighting Irish, we will never be put down. We're a part of Vera's army and we'll win it loud and proud. The girls in green came crashing down to earth, going 1-0 down. At home it kinda hurt. Thankfully McKay pulled one back. It kept us in the game and it brought the spirits back. Georgia was up next, a must-win game, and Ireland hit a record 11 goals to their name. Chala was a fire and the fans were singing loud, singing we want more. You could hear us from the clouds. We are the fighting Irish, we will never be put down. We're a part of Vera's army and we'll sing it loud and proud. We are the fighting Irish, we will never be put down. We're a part of Vera's army and we'll win it loud and proud. Then we were back up against the Swedes. The girls in green fought until they couldn't breathe. Let's just fast forward to see what happened next. We traveled over to Glasgow, hoping for the best. The temperature was rising, Scotland got a penalty denied by Brosnan, our green machine. Vera made a change, and little did we know Barrett would score with their big toe. I'll believe your stereotypes, I'll believe your setbacks, I'll believe your best. From Tyler to Australia, I'll believe your stereotypes, I'll believe your setbacks, I'll believe your best. From Tyler to Australia, we're going to Australia to support the girls in green. To Sydney, Perth and Brisbane and travel with the team. We're going to Australia to support the girls in green. To Sydney, Perth and Brisbane and maybe even dream. We are the fighting Irish, we will never be put down. We're a part of Vera's army and we'll sing it loud and proud. We are the fighting Irish, we will never be put down. We're a part of Era's army, and we're women loud and proud.
Brilliant.
There you go.
Brilliant.
Bye. See you
Brilliant.
later.
What a song.